Cool. So we'll start casually, of course, like no need to have like kind of formal introduction and all. Most of you know each other, but let's focus today's call in celebrating success of our own colleague, Awijit. So big round of applause, everyone.
Great job.
So,
Yeah.
welcome Awijit in today's session of Social Tantrums featuring Awijit. And thanks, Gopal, for this sketchy tagline, Cricket to Corporate. We'll be talking more about it, like how was your experience, and we will try to learn a lot of things because, rightly said again by Gopal, we are living in knowledge economy, and it is like crucial that we learn from each other. So Vijit, like over to you. We really want to have a kind of small introduction. What has been your life's journey, and then maybe we will interrogate you on different aspect of your life and the phases of your life and what we can learn from those. Over to you, Vijit.
Sure. First of all, thank you, Rishi, Gopal, everyone, for giving me this forum to speak. And yeah, like it has been an interesting journey. So I was a professional cricketer for almost half of my life, I would say. Like I have played cricket for almost 10, 12 years. And when I say cricket, it's like profession proper. Like you are playing a district team, then you are playing the state team, then you are into India under 19 camps, India under 17 camps, and then you are aspiring to play for India. So this is how it was. I belong to a middle class family in Bihar. Okay. And where there is only one profession. In Abhishek would know for sure. Like you have to be an IAS. Okay. The moment you are born, the entire family wants you to be an IAS. Okay. If not IAS, then you have to become an engineer. And the third option is doctor. अगर इन तीनों में से कुछ नहीं होता है, then you have to become a professor. Okay. So, like it was very unorthodox of my father who wanted me to play cricket actually. And so, Rishi, I'm not very good in talking about myself, so bear with me. So yeah, so my father saw me play when I was around 9, 10. I was playing with tennis ball in my village, and he saw me play, and he saw like he's an enthusiast, like he likes all sports, and he has that kind of understanding and knowledge of figuring out the talent. And he saw me play somewhere in the village, and then and there he decided that no, like he should go somewhere. Like Bihar and our village is not the place for him. And like within a year, he went to Chandigarh, and he started looking for places where I can get a proper training as well as the education. So like he found a school in Chandigarh, okay, that is DAV school. And Yuvraj Singh, Kapil Dev, all are products of the same school. So yeah, so in 1999, I was just 9 years old. Okay, I left my home and I came to Chandigarh. Okay, and yeah, like it was a whole new world for me. My first language is Bhojpuri. We don't even speak in Hindi at home. Okay, so like shifting from a native language of Bhojpuri to North Indian accent, so it was very difficult for me initially. And then it all started like for all of us, like we start from somewhere, right? And it was like for me it was very disciplined life, waking up early in the morning at 5 a.m, going for fitness, then going to school, coming back, going to cricket practice. And within 3 4 years I was like all over the place. I was into, like, I started playing districts and district tournaments, and then I got into state teams. So like my cricket journey, I would say, started from 2003. Okay, because first 4 years you kind of learn the basics and everything about the game, about the sports. If you follow sports, you would know that your basics should be right. Not in sports, but in everything. Even in our profession, your basics should be correct. Like so, first everybody takes like first 2 or 3 years, and this is how the journey started. And I would say that by the age of 13, I had started earning myself. Like 13 साल की उम्र में I had my bank account open. I know it's not a big deal, but for me it was. Like I was earning around 20,000 rupees a year, not a month, but a year when I was 13 or 14. And then it all started. I played Ranji Trophy. I was into India under 19 camps and all. And like the people of my age who are currently playing in Indian team or IPLs, I would say Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Ravindra Jadeja, and K. Rahul. All of these folks, I have played with them. I have stayed with them for 2 months, 3 months in the same hotel, and yeah. So it was all going well. I had no clue that I would be doing something else other than cricket in my life. Okay, till 2012, and it was the only thing that I thought of. That I thought that I would be playing for India for sure. And I think that I had the talent. I had that understanding of the game, and this is the reason migrating from Bihar to Punjab, Chandigarh, and then I represented that particular state. The only unfortunate part was that Bihar did not have the affiliation back then. Okay, like Bihar did not have the Ranji Trophy team. Otherwise, I would have come back to Bihar and played. But Bihar did not have the affiliation. So till under 19, everything is fine. Like the money is not there, right? Like you are earning 30, 40,000 a year. But once you might graduate to Ranji Trophy, there is a lot of money to make. Like for every match, you get 2 lakh or 3 lakh rupees, the match fee. And then there are 10 to 15 matches every year. So if you play for the whole season, you earn 40 lakhs, 30 lakhs. Okay. And then if you perform well, you get into IPL or Indian team or whatever. So in India, where there is money, there is a lot of politics, right? So since now I was 20, 21 years old now, and like the age group level was like I had left age group level. Now the only option I had was Ranji Trophy. So either I get into the Ranji Trophy team, do well, and then get to play IPL or Indian team, or I would struggle if I'm not into the Ranji Trophy team. Okay, because Ranji Trophy happens just for 3 months from October to December. And if you do well, then you go to IPL and all. If you don't, then you have nothing to do. Like you just practice for the whole year, you play matches here and there, and then at the end you have nothing. Now imagine like a person who has played for 10 years and 11 years continuously. Like I traveled all across India, some of the Asian countries as well. And as I told you that I just thought of cricket as my profession, and then suddenly things started to fall down for me. Like I hit Nadir. I had no other option. Like people here, selectors here, like the selectors, the Ranji Trophy selectors, they told me that no, like we won't let you play. They told me directly because you are an outsider, you are from Bihar and playing from a different state. Our folks are not getting the chance to play, and we won't let you play. So for me now, the most difficult part was like from the age of, as I told you, from the age of 13, I had never asked for money from my parents. Okay, and now there came a time because like I didn't have any money, and it's fine. Like for me, it was fine to go and ask for my parents for the money, and there was no ego as such, like asking money from my parents. But I just did not want to. Okay, because all this time I never asked them for money, and so like money was one thing that make me take the U-turn because I was not going anywhere in cricket. Having said that, like the struggle started from 2011. Okay, and then I struggled for 3 years. I just did not let it go like that. That okay, nahi chhod dete hain abhi. I struggled for 3 years. I practiced really hard. I tried to play all the matches. I kept myself fit, and I did everything that I could from my end. But there is only certain things that you can do, right? And there were things that were beyond my control, right? Like selection in the team, because there are five selectors who would decide your future, and I was not part of that. So they never selected me, and then by 2013 I had realized that I have to do something to earn my bread and butter, right? So this is the time, and I did not have education per se, that I was not going to school because of my matches. I could not go to college initially. I was taking the exams and all, and I passed all the exams, but like the proper education, like you go to school, you go to college, I was not doing that because of sports. Okay, so I did not have much of the options back, like when I left cricket, and this is when I decided that okay, let's try something, like something or the other. And my sister is from the corporate side of things, and she suggested me that why don't you start from a call center, you will get to know something or the other. Okay, and like whenever whosoever I meet, I tell them that okay, there is no good job or bad job. Okay, and you have to fetch whatever you get. And this is how I started. I worked in a call center for almost 6 months. It was a very good, I worked in HCL actually, and British Telecom was our client, and I used to take calls like 10, 20 calls a day with UK customers. And I like talking to them, I got to know like this side of, like working there for 6 months, I got to know this side of things. And back in that time, like digital marketing was booming in India. Like it was already there, it had made its presence. And like I did not have any idea of digital marketing, but please let me know if I'm going very fast, because I'm just speaking my mind. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, just let me know.
Avijit, feel free to share. No worries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like in 2013, 14, no, as I told you, that digital marketing, the presence of digital marketing was already in India. Since I did not have the background, I was good into writing. Okay, like I read a lot of books, and I watch a lot of, like, I listen to a lot of podcasts and interviews. But reading was always there, like since childhood. Uh, so I was good into writing because of the reading thing, I guess, and hence, like my sister suggested after this 6 months stint in the call center, my sister suggested, why don't you try content writing? And then I found a small agency where I had to do content writing for, like, they were into digital marketing, and but my part was to do the content writing, and I did it for almost 2 years, I would say. And I got a gist of how digital marketing works, how this field works, and then I used to see people who were working on SEMs and as PPC campaigns, and then I thought that why I should try it. And this is how I bumped into Cognizant, who was the vendor of Google back then. And yeah, like from there the digital marketing journey started. So like from 2014 till now, one, or I would say from 2000 till now, one thing I have learned is, like, you have to jump for the opportunities that you get. Okay, because they don't come too often. And whichever field you go, there would always be people more talented than you. I'm not sure if you guys would agree to it or not, but there would always be people more talented than you. But it should not stop you from working harder than them, like those people, the people who are talented than you. Like, there is a saying, that hard work is the best medicine. So if you are talented in something, you should work hard for it.
Did I miss something? Are you able to hear us, Gopal, Abhishek?
No, I think his screen got freeze. Might be power cut or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Can someone check with him?
He must be speaking right now. I think he didn't realize the net is off.
Not able to call only. I don't know
Yes,
why.
yes. Phone is automatic disconnected.
I don't know. Okay.
Mm,
He's there, like in the lobby again.
okay.
Hey,
I
sorry guys.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I have to check if like there are two accounts logged in from your name. I can remove the
I don't know. Yeah,
previous one.
yeah,
His screen
yeah,
got
yeah, please.
froze that time, Avijit.
I think there was some issue at my end. The internet issue happened. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it fine now, Rishi?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is my, like, journey from sports to the corporate world. And yeah, so one more thing that I want to add, like, during this journey, I have met so many people. Okay, in the corporate world, people like yourself and Abhishek, Gopal, Deepak, everyone. Okay, and similarly, I have met so many people in my sports profession as well. And one thing I have realized, that people are always there to help you. Okay, and this is why we are humans, like, we are always there to help each other. Like, if I talk about my professional journey, initially it was Abhishek who helped us a lot, like everybody in Accenture, like whosoever was working in Accenture, he helped a lot. And I think because of Abhishek and you, Rishi, I got the gist of what to do and how to do. And I am wherever I am today. So a lot of credit goes to you guys and the social tantrum team. And thank you guys. So this is like my journey. If you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Thanks, Awijit. In fact, I would have a lot of questions. I wouldn't like hijack this connect, but I would like others like to speak now, like if they might have captured something from this journey. Very interesting because how you come from cricket to corporate and like a lot of new things like I was not knowing about you. So definitely I'll give the first chance to all of us like Gopal, Deepak, Saurabh, Abhishek. Please feel free to ask questions. And unfortunately, guys, like Zoom recently revoked my premium kind of subscription. So might be you will feel a technical glitch at 10:40 or 45 in between, and this meeting will automatically get ended. You can just simply log in again on the same link.
Sure, Rishi.
So one thing I would like to highlight, for everyone, like if you want to, climb the ladder, corporate ladder, you should, you know, uh, uh, on every 6 months, you should give some interviews. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
Like what's going on in market. So I think Awijit must have given 20 plus interviews, MET and
Yeah,
all.
yeah, I have. Right, right, right. So I and Rishi was speaking about it the other day. Rishi was telling me that okay, like you are getting so many offers from here and there, and like people are struggling. So I think I forgot to tell Rishi that okay, like the struggle was same for me as well. Abhishek would know. I did not know Rishi back then, like 3-4 years back when we were in Accenture and we wanted to make the shift. And I took so many interviews, Rishi. Okay, I used to take interviews, and then like the folks used to reject me because the only thing that we had worked on was Google Shopping. We didn't have idea of Google search. So like they would come to the interview and they would ask what you do, and then like they would just reject us. And I think rejections are part of life. Like they help you grow, understand your shortcomings and things. So it never demotivated me because I knew that I had it in me, and it is not something that I cannot do. So I kept on taking interviews, reading about things, understanding the whole digital marketing ecosystem, and yeah. So I would say like within 6-7 months, I started cracking interviews, to be honest. And like now, I would share an incident with you guys. Like I think I shared it with Abhishek as well. Like when I was about to make a change from my previous organization, I got a call from an HR who took the first round, and then she told me that she would get back to me. And then she called me 5 minutes after that, and she told me that okay, we will connect with you tomorrow. Like the manager would connect with you tomorrow, and uh, like for today, she is available within 5 or 10 minutes, and that would not be right for you to connect because you need some time to prepare yourself. I said no, we can connect within 10 minutes. Okay, I don't have to prepare myself to speak what I do. And I think that like she was amazed on my confidence, that how a person can take the interview within 10 minutes. And as I'm telling you guys that I'm not a very confident person, but repetitively doing the same thing, taking interviews, understanding the perspective of the person who's taking the interview, has helped me understand like what they are going to ask and what they would expect from me, and how to run the interview from my perspective, not from the perspective of the person who's taking the interview. If I'm not aware of something, I would say no, I don't know about it. But if I know about something, I would dig very deep into it. So this is something, it has not come naturally to me. I have worked really hard on this. And yeah. Abhishek put it very rightly that we have to take interviews every now and then. Even if we don't want to join the organization, still we should take interviews every now and then, just to understand what is going on in the ecosystem. And yeah.
Yes. So I just remembered like yesterday I got a call from Landmark Group in Dubai, and, and they were asking, and they were asking like if you are open to work, and I was like, damn, like it's been just 2 months and I'm getting calls.
Right, absolutely.
In fact, like one of the agencies which approached to me like recently, I was not thinking in that direction, but like I will now redirect that lead to Abhishek, and they were very keen and like getting your interview done.
Yeah.
Because your profile is quite suitable for that opportunity. I will discuss with you separately on another call. And going back to Avijit's journey, I have this interesting question. Like when you mentioned half of your life you were playing cricket, and it's like just like 13 years you played cricket, right?
Yeah, yeah, we can say that. 13,
So by
almost 13
simple
years.
maths, it's like right now you're 23, 24.
No, no, no. Abhi, I'm 30 plus. I just said for the sake of it. Yeah. Like even when you're a child, you just play, right? When you're 4 or 5 years old, you don't study much. So
Yeah.
like I would say not only half of my life, I from heart I'm still a sports person. Okay. Like whenever like even when taking interviews or like in general people ask about myself, the only thing I can talk about is sports cricket because at heart I'm a sports person. Okay. And yeah, so I would say my entire life has rotated around cricket. And to be honest, it has also helped me in cracking the interviews. When they ask about me and when I tell myself, I share my articles with them, like the articles that has been published, and it gives a kind of impression to them because generally they don't get to see like people from sports background in our domain, right? So cricket is still part of me. I don't play, but I understand the nuances and I understand the basics very well. So if I have to, so Rishi, like I was reading a book very recently where it was told that like 1,000 years ago there was no occupation as such. Okay, people wanted to do like people did whatever they wanted to do, right? Some people were gather hunters, some people used to do farming. Okay, like there was only a few options and people used to do everything, right? Come this new generation where we were told that we are supposed to do only one thing, right? If you are a digital marketer, you are supposed to do only digital marketing. Apart from that, you cannot do anything else. But that is absolutely wrong, right? Because there is no criteria, there is no there's nothing as such that you are assigned to only one task. You can do whatever you want to. Like I like writing, I like reading, I do that. There are some people who like singing and they should make the most of it because they say that we have only one life and why just do only one thing. So even now I don't play much, but when I interact with like there are my juniors who know me, and when they call because they know that I'm a very good cricketer, and when they are struggling in their life, like they are not doing well in cricket, or they want to grow in cricket, they talk to me and then we speak for an hour and I help them understand that okay, this is just the phase of life. Like cricket is just a part of it. It's a long life, and there will be so many ups and downs that you will have to see. So yeah, Rishi, like for me, I don't want to stick to one identification that okay, I am from the digital domain, I am omnipresent, like I'm everywhere.
And
I
once
can
a sports
write.
person, always a sports person.
Yeah, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
of course, like in entire like kind of your life journey and what you're explaining is like sports has a kind of great influence on you, and like in a very
Absolutely.
positive way, and it will remain with your life, I would say. One of
Yeah,
the biggest learning for me, I was not into sports like that much, of course, but like of course for my kid I would definitely want them to excel
yeah,
in sports as well, because it has like a kind of hidden values that how we should perceive
right.
life, or like in terms of uh, for those odd times as well, when how to accept that, or
Yeah.
like how to move on as well. And for example, in your journey you mentioned that how you were like trying to, or kind of almost become financially independent at the kind of young age of 13, and then like you have like
Yeah,
moved on, like faced politics in getting selected in sports, and like moving on from like such kind of position where you were almost uh, living a dream life, right? So it requires a lot of courage, and of course this sort of things are developed over the period of time when you are in such an activity like sports, and like in your case cricket for sure.
yeah.
Cool, wonderful, Avijit. Any other comment, questions?
I want to ask one thing. Still getting chance to play today's busy world.
No, Gopal. As I told you, like I don't play as such, but I try to keep myself fit because I was very fit to be honest. Like I was very
Yes.
lean when I was playing. You have to be if you are playing a sport, right? So I don't get the chance to play, but yeah, I try to do fitness, running, and all the stuff. Yeah,
एटलीस्ट मन तो करता होगा ये जो आपका ड्रीम है कहीं ना कहीं
It was
आपको
a
खेलने
dream, as I told you. Gopal, it was a dream. It was a dream of my father, my dream. But eventually, like we are living in the real world, and we cannot, live as per our dreams. So we have to face the reality. And yeah, it was a dream. And so, see, you regret things when you're not, when you think that you did not achieve something, right? Then you regret it.
yes
So for
yes yes
me, as for my caliber, things that were under my control, I achieved everything. Okay, so I have sat and spoke to Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, like I am sitting here, Sachin Tendulkar is sitting here, and we have spoken for an hour. This is the level that I have played. Okay, and as I'm telling you, like all the folks that I have played with, they're already playing IPLs and all. So I know that I had that in me. It's just the destiny. You can say that it's a destiny that I could not get there. But by no means I have any kind of regret. And maybe whatever I missed in cricket, I'm getting here in the digital domain. Okay, so there are no regrets, and yeah, we all dream, but we have to face the reality as well. And my current reality is that I'm into digital domain, and here I have to put the best foot forward. So I'm very happy about my life. There are no regrets as such, Gopal.
Even if there is any, I would strongly suggest like not to stick to it for so long. Try to move on.
Yeah.
Like I remember, and like since this forum is like to share your personal experiences, I can safely say that I was a victim of like getting this regret for years, like not getting into IITs, which many of us in India has like kind of this dream. But like eventually, when I came out of that phase, I realized that there are n number of ways that you can excel in your career or professional life. And it was like
Right.
I might not have like shared with Abhishek also. One of my teammates when joined, and like I got to know that that person is from IIT. I kind of that was a different level of feeling that once I was about to kind of dreaming or like how to get into IITs and why I couldn't crack it, and now someone would be in my team like as a junior, like who is from IIT, and I would be kind of mentoring that person. So this sort of things happen, and like we should definitely move on and do not just like stick to something that kind of severely that you hamper your upcoming growth. Just move on.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Like regrets pull you down. And apart from IT, we have also trained IAMs as well.
Right,
so,
right,
okay.
so
absolutely.
right now I'm training a guy from IIM Ahmedabad. So he's part of Holistic Digital. He's like a marketing manager. Salik. He's in my LinkedIn. I'll also invite him someday to talk about.
Definitely, we
Yeah.
should definitely. I guess we have few minutes left before this timer goes off. Like any question from your side, Deepak?
No question, but it's really very amazing, truly inspiring story from Awijit. And I would like to take some points from their life or whatever he did. First point is never stick to one profession. Whatever you like to do, you do from your heart. And just one question. One of my senior also asked they asked us, uh, like that, why your state like don't have any IPL team in IPL team is there. So I said, Dhoni is there now. Why you are comparing one team like that? So we have such talent over there, but I know there is a political issue crisis over there in Jharkhand and Bihar also. That's why we are not growing in this area. But definitely in future we will get team over here. What do you think, Abhijit?
So, Deepak, sorry, I think I have some internet issues. My Wi-Fi went down. I have connected from hotspot. So I did not get you correctly. Abhishek, could you repeat like what he asked? If he has asked any question from me.
Like, yeah, about politics of Bihar, and because of politics in Bihar and Jharkhand, like a lot of good talent are pulled down, so like they didn't
Right,
get the
right.
opportunity. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Deepak, see, talent is everywhere, right? It's not that talents are born in metropolitan cities,
Yeah,
right? Like Mahendra Singh Dhoni is the biggest example, correct?
correct.
So,
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about sports. In every field, talent is everywhere. It's just that how they are nourished and how they are taken care of. Because, like, if one gets success, no, there are so many people pulling that person up. Okay, I like I joined an organization very recently, and I would say it just not happened because of my talent or my skills. Okay, there are people who has helped me throughout, like people like Abhishek, Rishi, and there are people, same would have happened with you as well, or Gopal,
Yeah,
or for
yeah,
everybody.
yeah,
So when the talent is nourished properly, no, then it grows. So the infrastructure is not there, and so there is a lot of politics. I think with
yeah,
time these things would eradicate, and people would get like people from small towns would be recognized, and like this remote work is another example. Okay, the talents are back to their homes now. Okay, and they are working from villages, and they are dealing with the client sitting somewhere in US, right?
yeah.
So talent, like we have come